Hello to my Taurus. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Taurus. Okay. This reading is for August 31st through September 7th. Yeah, through September 7th. Yes, we are in September. Yes. Uranus is about to go retrograde. I want to say September 6th, right? And what I was getting for you all as I was praying over your cards, Taurus, is first you want to find out what your zodiac sign is in your second house, because Taurus actually rules second house. Second house is the house of possessions, money, finance, right? And also the house of self-worth, right? But it doesn't mean that your zodiac sign is a Taurus in your second house. So please go and look at and see what your zodiac sign is in second house, because that's what's been challenged for you. Your possessions, your money, your finances, right? So what I was picking up for you as I was praying over your cards is you're no longer going to be at war with yourselves as to what nurtures you. Now you're not going to let outside forces who are at war with themselves about what nurtures them cause you to be confused about what nurtures you, if that makes sense to somebody. Because everybody has a moon sign, right? And everybody can tap into, especially with technology, everybody can kind of sort of tap into their own birth chart, see what sets them apart. Even if it's fellow Taurians, you're not going to let somebody who's at war with themselves about what nurtures them cause you to be at war with you, with what nurtures you. Okay, I think I said it better at that time. Okay, all right, here we go. My health is a priority. My body is my temple. Yeah, that's your mental and physical health. I think a lot of people are starting to see this. Some people are at war with themselves. They stressed out. Literally like they're battling themselves. Here we have my health is a priority. My body is my temple. All right. And stress can kill you. It literally can kill you. So you're not people who are at war with themselves. And you looking like you watching Batman on TV, and you seeing kapow, kapoom, like the little symbols coming out over their head, and people at war. You're like, oh my God, you just stand away from them. Like, why are they so angry? Why are they carrying so much of that over into like their job, like every area of their life? What the heck is going on? So I feel like a lot of people in general are going to lead people to water, but you're not forcing anybody you're not forcing people to drink it. So again, here we go. Yeah, here's the star card. You're trying to get to your 11th house. You're trying to get to your 11th house. You rule second house, but you're trying to get to your 11th house, right? So 11th house is all about your friendship group and your community, right? So that's what you're trying to get to, right? So everything is not all about possessions, money, finance, and all of that. It's really about somebody's trying to live longer, right? You can't take all the material possessions with you. You're trying to live longer. And so somebody's like, you know what, you're trying to get to, somebody's finding that health is wealth. Somebody is realizing that, your body is your temple. You're not trying to do stuff strange for change, funny for money, none of those things, right? You're not, so somebody is realizing that they're a star. You're realizing that you're amongst stars. And I'm not talking about celebrity. I'm talking about that you have a calling, a purpose. And that's who you're trying to link up with. You're trying to link up with other energies who know that they have greatness in them too, right? So yeah. So yeah, here we have the 8 of Wands. Source is about to speed up something for you. If you can just stay focused, those are speeding up things for you. So we have the Star card, 8 of Wands, because you're detaching. You're detaching from energies who don't know that they're a star. And we're not talking about celebrity either. Knight of Wands, 5 of Cups, Lover's card, 7 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just to get you to your 9th house, Taurus. All right. So some people were born a star. Like they knew that they didn't have to do a lot to just stand out. Right? They just shine in any place that they're in. Like they get attention whether they want to get attention or not. Right? They can literally be just sitting in the dark, just minding their business and get attacked. Right? Why they shining so bright? Okay, they got a potato sack over their head. Why they shining so bright? Okay, the eyes are cut out the potatoes. why they shining so bright? Right? So Source is saying to you, wherever, whatever your zodiac sign in your 2nd house is, what you may have in common with somebody, is just like no matter what you do to try to dim your own light, whoever you are, Taurus, your light just shines. It's like it's literally somebody could put a potato sack over your head, and it's like literally lights are just shining out of a potato sack. Anywhere there's kind of like even a tiniest little bit of hole in a potato sack, the light is just shining. People are like, that's the shiniest potato sack I've ever seen. So Source is saying you attract karmic karmic couples. And that's what you have, that's somebody's assignment. You actually attract karmic couples. And that's actually going to work very well for you if you know how to use it to your benefit. So meaning that something about your assignment here on planet Earth is to help people to find their light within themselves, right? Help them to find the twin flame within themselves, right? Individually. So that's what your assignment is. So a twin flame is not the same as a soulmate, but twin flame by definition is often described as a mirror soul. So essentially one soul split into 2 bodies. So the connection is highly intense and transformative. Twin flames push each other to confront wounds, heal, and evolve spiritually, not physically. So it's not combative like in a domestic violence sense where people are physically fighting the police, just dramatic. Police are being called every week. It's always some stuff going on. People feel threatened, that kind of craziness. This is where you get 2 whole individuals who recognize each other's star. Somehow you, whoever you are being called to help people stay focused in that. So when somebody comes to you crying, whoever you are crying, something about you, because you were born a star, like a star or star seed, is supposed to help somebody to see you were born a star, to help them put a manhole cover over the past so they can move to the 6 of Cups instead of stay stuck in the 5 of Cups, if that makes sense. 5 of Cups connects us to the Scorpio, right, which is the 8th. Scorpio rules 8th house. So 5 and 6 of Cups connects us to Scorpio, which helps people to break that chain. So it helps people to go through their grieving process, behind closed doors, the healing process behind closed doors, and eventually 7 of Cups helps them to have an awakening, whether it's a quick awakening or a slow awakening, which would be either a Kundalini experience or a spiritual awakening, so that they can move on. So this is somebody's assignment here, so they can make a decision to move on, to be whole and complete. That's someone's assignment, right? This is the 7 of Cups here, right? This is what I was talking about, right? So somewhere behind closed doors is to help a person to see you're whole and complete, just as you are, right? And then 7 of Cups to help people to move on, so they're not leaving behind fragmented parts of themselves. like where they're angry and frustrated. Why did somebody leave me? Why did somebody break up with me? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why does somebody doesn't love me, right? Somebody doesn't want to be with me. My job, they don't think I'm good enough. This person doesn't love me. My parents don't love me. This person doesn't love me. Somewhere your assignment is to help people know that they're whole and complete. Not in a way where you're saying, oh, that person, you gotta project negativity onto another person. You don't have to do that. You're helping people to find that it's a whole new lease on life, something that they prayed for, right? To help them find their worth and their value, right? So here we have the Ace of Wands, and so for that, Source is actually rewarding you for something. So because if you keep people stuck at Seven of Cups, which is just the one side of it is, oh, they're a snake, it keeps people in a low space, and it keeps people kind of sort of lingering back, leaving fragments of themselves in an old job. Oh, that manager, they gave the promotion to somebody else because of such and such and such. That person must have slept their way to the top to get promoted, when that person may not have had sex with anybody to get promoted. They may actually be qualified. Instead of saying the other side of snake energy, which is divine feminine energy. So here we have Ace of Pentacles here. So somebody has a new sense of self starting from the beginning. Here we have the Nine of Wands here. So somebody's not going back to. So Source actually helps somebody find a new sense of self, right? And so help somebody see something real fast, right? Here we have Nine of Pentacles here. And also have the Two of Swords. Your ancestors are talking to you too. So that here we have the Five of Swords here, so that you can close something out, so that you don't assume that everything that's being said, that people are saying something about you behind your back. Because that's what somebody's been saying, is that every time somebody says something, oh, they're talking about you behind your back, they're playing mind games and this kind of stuff. So somebody is now retreating. It's two energies that are retreating because your ancestors, something about your ancestors, you just remembering something your ancestors may have said to you. They're no longer, whoever the ancestors are, they're no longer alive. They've moved on. But something about them reminding you that you're a star. This is when, like kids that grow up who know like they're the favorite in the family. They don't have to be their parents' favorite. It could be like the grandparents' favorite. Or maybe aunts and uncles' favorite. Like, everybody got somebody's a favorite in the family, whatever. It's like, oh, come here, so-and-so. Look at you, look so cute, or whatever. Somebody's favorite in the family, right? And so no matter who enters and exits their lives, they always carry this sense of self-worth, no matter where they go. And so, but they also have this, people try to use their words against them as well. So that's what you're taking with you, is like you're passing that on to somebody else, is that they're whole and complete no matter who enters and exits their life. Because what's inevitable is death, right? But not always in a physical sense, in the spiritual sense. People close out cycles, they move on. And so, but you don't have to move on in a bitter sense. You move on in love. Okay. People are not always talking. People move on to their assignments. They answer the call on their lives. They ascend. Something about your assignment is helping people to ascend. But it also helps you to ascend. So that's what I see for you. All right, so dance around your home as if no one is watching. Messages from your ancestors. Somebody is a changeling, right? Heal people, move differently. Somebody wants the best for you. Don't return their call. Take time to decide, but love up on yourselves more. Be patient. The answers are coming. Angel Uriel, the angel of prophecy and wisdom, is with you. Somebody secretly has a crush on you. You have a new attitude. Yeah, don't cast your pearls before swine, and you have the gift of clairaudience. And somebody is an incubus. Pray and meditate. So incubus is somebody, like I said, everybody has temptations, but somebody could not know that there's healthy ways of pouring into themselves. And that's like a person who could have the demon attached to them of gluttony. So whenever they get stressed, their water gets low and they start, food is their comfort. They go, that's why they had like the, in the stores, they don't have like the regular size cupcakes. They may have like the little miniature, cupcakes. So they don't eat just one. Then you have the commercials that say, well, you just have like one or two of them. And then next thing you know, you just ate 33 cupcakes. Okay, how does that happen? Right? But an incubus is real. That's very, very real. Some people, sex is, they feel like sex, but then once they finish sleeping with people, and they feel like, okay, well, I still don't feel any better because it hasn't quenched the thirst. No more than certain foods don't quench your thirst. You just feel like, okay, it was instant, but then you don't feel any better. It hasn't quenched it. But knowing what your moon sign is and how to pour into yourself in a healthy way, you feel like, okay, that satisfies something. Plus, you got your questions answered. So you feel like you feel whole and complete. So somebody who's an incubus will like go from person to person to person thinking, okay, this is going to quench it. Somebody doesn't love me. I'm not finding the right people, until you finally find out in this year 9, okay, this is what quenches my thirst. And so what somebody is learning is that somebody had to learn from somebody else that just like them, people will constantly try to make you look like a fool. Like, okay, this person has stood out. People will keep trying to lower your star. We're going to keep trying to humiliate and embarrass this person. Basically, this is what you have in common with somebody. So you were born a star, like somebody was born a star seed. So people constantly try to make star seeds like humiliate, but through sex, through, anything to bring your star down, until they realize the star is in them and the same thing happens to them. And then they go, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. Right? So here we have stand your ground. 7th house. (12-12). I am focused. So stay focused on your best possible future. Remain optimistic throughout your entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. Turn your dreams into reality. So lighten your load. Somebody's been walking around like they feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders, whoever this is. Again, I'm not talking to you just if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus is Taurus, wherever Taurus is in your birth chart. Wherever Taurus is in your birth chart. Yeah, so something about this right here, Taurus, for you, casting your pearls before swine. This is also what a lot of star seeds have in common too, is casting their pearls before swine. Almost like in, an effort to make people say, see, I'm just like everybody else. You don't have to do that. You really, really don't have to do that, because casting your pearls before energies, showing them, is you're looking for compassion for people who just want to humiliate you regardless. They don't care. People are going to see, people are starting to see, no matter how much you're looking for compassion, still people are still going to try to humiliate you. Here we have pray and meditate. And so it just sets off a chain of events. Somebody tries to humiliate you, then people who love you will try to humiliate them, and it just goes on and on and on. It's like literally starts something. The polarity of 7 is 4. It literally starts a war. of energies, their side versus your side. So that's, I mean, it's a mess. So that's what I'm seeing here. That's what somebody has a whole new attitude now. Your assignment, whoever you are, is to stay focused and help people to find the light within themselves and just shine bright at a high frequency. That's how you're going to lighten your load. That's what I have for you. Bye.